All right, guys. Welcome, welcome to this live video this evening. I hope you guys had a wonderful Sunday. I hope all of you had a wonderful Sunday. Welcome. Thank you for joining. We're discussing a lot of issues here this evening. A whole lot of stuff. Talking about a lot of issues there this evening. Meanwhile, you can as well join this live. If you want to join us, you can join the live because we're discussing a whole lot of interesting issues. Yes. I will just the way you can join this live is very simple. All you just have to do is just the way you see my video now. You log on to my channel, tap on the community, you will see a video there. I'm sharing the video right away now. So you can just tap on the video you see on my community field, and yes, you can join us using that video. You can join us on the live using the video from my community tab. Is that very easy? That's how easy you can join us here. So guys, this today one is interesting. It's somehow interesting. But first of all, I want to say a big shout out to all of you, my able subscribers here. I too love una beg. I too love una. Now they give me joy. They give me excess joy. And seeing that we have one voice is beautiful. Seeing that we have one voice is beautiful. Now today I know see when I be do or die people, and honestly, I like them. I'll just be sincere. I like it. I like the fact that we have one voice and nobody will want to come and tell you something to divide or convince us to do a different bidding. First story here. We have a lot to discuss, but the first story here is a very interesting one. Very interesting story here. Um, and it's about the governor candidate of Enugu State, the PDP governor candidate of Enugu State. I am talking of Mr. Peter Mba. Yes, today something really, should I say frustrating or should I say annoying happened while he was at a church service there in Enugu, and he was trying to address the crowd. Well, before that particular story, I see we have like 3 people watching already. So please just indicate in the comment section, tell us where you're watching from. Just a reaction to know you guys are with us here or possibly can hear me clearly. If you can hear me, please say something. Just maybe indicate for us to know that you can hear me. Then I can go on with Azaman Comedy. Thank you for joining. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, I'll really be happy to know that I'm not talking to myself here. I'm talking to uh, a good set of people here. Oh, okay. So please, if you can hear me, indicate, let me know. Indicate, we are 6 now. If you can hear me, please indicate and say, I can hear you. Your sound is good. Thank you, Azaman Comedy. Please, if you can hear me, indicate that in the comments. Let's know. So I was saying something here before I decided to check, yes, if we have a communication system together. This man went to a church in Enugu today, and he was trying to address the people of Enugu and made his intention known as the incoming PDP governorship candidate, which a lot of people already know that he's the PDP governorship candidate for Enugu. At the process, I have the video here. It's loading. At the process, the crowd started chanting a different thing entirely there in the church. Different thing entirely. The obedient family present at that church service took it upon themselves to make fun of him. Well, let me read this out. It's a statement from this verified source. It said, Enugu State PDP gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Peter Mba, was chased away today by obedient while trying to address the church. They started chanting Obi Labour Party, Obi Labour Party. We are voting for LOP. We are voting for LOP. We are voting for Mama and Papa picking party. This is exactly what they did. They did that, I think, some weeks ago. No, some over the weekend. There's still somewhere around the east where a candidate was trying to address the youth, and before he knows what was happening, he started chanting, "It is LP we know, it is LOP that we know, it is OB that we know, it is OB we are voting from top to bottom." Well, today I posted the video today here on the channel, and it was about William Suchemba talking about the the PDP governorship candidate of Enugu State, which is the same person I'm talking about, the same person that was chased out of the church. This is the video. This is the video. I wish you can see it clearly. This is the video. I don't know if you can see it clearly. I think let me just play the sound. He was actually chased out of the church, and with people chanting Obi, it is LP we are voting from top to bottom, which is Labour Party. It is Mama and Papa picking that they want to vote. Let's see if you can hear the sound. Well, Nigerians are really dedicated and are committed to a one particular voice. Our people are ready to see through the end of this election. Just like the title of this video, people will be met with some ECOWAS dignitaries and all of that, discussing the election. We'll talk about that. That's the actual video I'm talking. Maybe after this video, I'll make it and I'll drop it here on the channel. So after the live video, you can check back to see the full video or how it happened if you really did not get. And it's the crowd is massive here. So it's really surprising how this heavy amount of crowd, everybody was in one voice, seriously chanting. Let me read it out again. Enugu State PDP gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Peter Mba, was chased away today by the obedient while trying to address the church. They started chanting Obi Labour Party, Obi Labour Party. We are voting for LOP. We are voting for LOP. Vote Mama, Papa, Pikin. That was exactly what happened there today, and I believe it was in Enugu State. Meanwhile, I posted something here, and yes, I posted a video yesterday about Mrs. Gimba Sophia, who Mr. Peter Obi actually gave a promise. Mr. Peter Obi gave a promise of getting her a kitchen, like baking machine, which he gave her the money to get the equipment. And the lady in question said she was going to use the money buy Nigerian equipment. I think I guys use pidgin and they too speak English. Man go speak the wrong one. So make I speak the one way all of us go flow. I believe everybody watching me here is good with pidgin. If you want me, we use pidgin and English together. I beg indicate before I go cut my tongue this evening. Anyway, he kept to his promise, and he fulfilled that promise very, very perfect. And again, to the real topic of this live, as part of an ongoing campaign, ongoing election-related consultation, I met with the head of African Union Observer Team. Now, this is not your regular kind of people. These are people in charge of the continent called Africa. This write-up was written by Mr. Peter B. Twitter handler. He said, as part of an ongoing election-related consultation, I met with the head of African. Oh, thank you for joining, Rosemary, all the way from Ireland. I appreciate you. Thank you for joining us this evening. Sorry, guys, please. I think I'll have to redo this again. If you can indicate and tell us where you're watching from. We are over 70 here, so I'll really, really be glad if you use the comment section and say, okay, I'm watching from here. I'm watching from here. I'm watching from here. And if you have any question, feel free to ask. I am going to read any single question dropped here. I'll read it out to the listening of everybody. Maybe a contribution, I'll read it out as well as we go on the live. So I'll go back to that particular one. And as well, watching from Amsterdam, Holland. Oh, thank you very much, Temple. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Mr. Temple. You can also join. You can join. I shared the video to my community field. For those of you watching from outside, you can join. You're free to join the live section. Just go to my nice job. I'm watching from Ejibo. Kudos. Thank you, Chidi. All the way from Ghana, Eric. Thank you. Watching all the way from Nigeria, MD. Thank you. So please, as I said, just go to my community field. There's a video there. Just tap on the video. It will enable you join this live. You can as well join the live. I've been trying to share the link directly to the comment section, but it's not working. So just try and tap from there. It will enable you join the video live. Good evening. I'm watching. I'm Magnus watching. I'm Magnus Menjo watching from Sierra Leone. Thank you, Mr. Magnus. Thank you for joining us here this evening. Thank you all the way from Sierra Leone. We love you, brothers. So back to what I was saying. As part of an ongoing election-related consultation, I met with the head of African Union Observer Team, President Uhuru Kenyatta, and the head of ECOWAS Observer Team, President Ernest Ba Kuruma Pitobi, and he really did not disclose how detailed on how the meeting went. But yes, before going to court, this issue, for us to regain our mandate, really have to take this very serious. And taking this very serious means so many consultations. You don't just rush to court, even though you have the necessary evidence. You have the evidence and you're very certain that, yes, you're fighting for a just cause. You're fighting for what rightfully belongs to us as an obedient family. You have to still do some consultation so that you don't end up fighting alone. Well, we have other related issues yet as well. And if you have noticed, Mr. Pitobi have stayed put. He had made sure that, I feel if Tinubu was to be the person who had lost this election, by this time, this country would have been on fire. There would have been a serious riot everywhere around this country. But as a civilized Nigerian and a true Democrat, he has 100% maintained peace and ensure that Nigerians go about their daily activities while the fight continues. I read an article yesterday that said that before he became the governor of Anambra State, he actually took them to court. It was the court who declared him, who finally gave him his mandate back. So this one is actually not going to be something very different. And again, one of the team member, a very strong, obedient member of the team. I'm talking of Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo, who is a strong advocate of Starboy Ayaya. I'm watching you from Port Harcourt. We need back our mandate, obedient. Thank you, Mr. Starboy. Thank you for joining. He posted something yesterday where Mr. Pitobi welcomed this lady. Let me read it out. Let me just read it out so that you understand very well. H.E. Pitobi endorsed Comrade Beatrice Itubo. His Excellency Mr. Pitobi has thrown his weight behind the gubernatorial candidate of Labour Party of Rivers State, Comrade Beatrice Itubo, Chairman Nigerian Labour Congress, Rivers State Chapter. She walked to the warm embrace of His Excellency Mr. Pitobi on the 3rd of March at the Abuja headquarters of the Obidati Presidential Campaign Council headquarters, where His Excellency urged all the obedient in Rivers State to vote massively. This is the same thing I was talking about here. Just the same way the obedient in Enugu chased out Peter Mba, the PDP candidate. I believe that's exactly what the strong faith they have on this man is what he's always trying to, encourage them to stay put and stand on that particular leader. as a family, obedience is not just a movement. It's not just a movement that people would ignore or feel like after the whole noise, the whole thing would dissolve. It is actually here to stay. And I also saw an article from the Labour Party governorship candidate of Lagos State, Mr. Gbadebo. Uh, Mr. Gbadebo wrote, Vivo. He demonstrated something very passionate in one of his interviews, and where he was asked how he is going to handle the Agberos who have taken over Lagos State when he become the Labour Party presidential candidate. And he said something that in places he has ventured, and people, this set of people which we see as Agbero and tout, he has had a very long conversation with them, asking them so many questions, trying to, know what they really think, what they really want. And a lot of them, he asked a lot of them if they have jobs today, if they will continue the same Agbero process. And a lot of people, actually said, why not? They are ready to leave the roadside. I feel I should just make a complete video about this. I will just do a video, maybe after this live, I'll do a video, then publish it so that you guys can see and, share your thoughts there. Let me read some of the comments here again. Okay, Victor, all the way from Kenya, thank you for joining. Pigeon all the way. Thank you, my brother. I beg, like say, this borrowed English, they favor me here too much this evening. I can see Revert Obi with our former Kenyan Tog. Well, Victor, what do you mean by Kenyan Tog, sir? He is, from what I saw there, he's an observer. But if you guys regard him as Tog, I don't know. Maybe you have your reasons. You can say that here. You can give us that maybe as a note of explanation here. We'll be glad to hear that. Nice being here. Thank you, Mrs. Francisca Chiamaka. Thank you for joining, ma. We appreciate you here. Hello, Bob. Oh, Charles Duru, thank you for joining us. So it's Labour Party from top to bottom. On the 11th, please, a lot of people have given up on this electoral process. Immediately, Obi was denied his mandate. A lot of people has given up hope. A lot of people are saying there's no use of the PVC, the stress and everything to get it is not worth it. My brother, is actually worth it though. Any idea when the court date will be? Well, actually, there's no idea when the court date will be because from my findings, PDP are the one, they're the one, 6 PDP states have actually taken INEC to court already, and I don't think they will actually handle the two issues at the same time. So they will have to maybe finish with PDP before Labour will take off their keys. So I think it's something we still have to exercise patience. But I know the time will come, and there's not going to be any inauguration whatsoever until we see to the end of this election. We see to the end of this particular rigging and INEC proving us wrong, that yes, we are wrong. When we, honestly, a lot of Nigerians have evidence. A lot of Nigerians have so many evidence to prove that this election was rigged. So it's actually going to be a smooth ride when we get to court. So, but for now, there is no date yet. Hello, bro. Thank you, Naji Okechukwu. Thank you for joining. Labour Party all the way. Yes, so we remain one. We are all obedient family here. Just the way, I will still repeat it, just the way Mr. Amba was treated today in the church in Enugu. I think I should still read that article here for those of you that are just joining. Let me just do that favor and read that article here again. But all we want is to be yes now. Yes now. Now Obi be our own now. Now Obi we vote. So now Obi we want. You get? So let me just read that article here again. I still have something else to discuss, but I think we should still talk about the incident that happened today at the church in Enugu. Enugu State PDP gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Peter Mba, was chased away today by obedience while trying to address the church. He started chanting, Obi, Labour Party, Obi, Labour Party, LUP, LUP, Obi, LUP, Obi, vote Mama, Papa, picking. That's exactly what happened. Well, this is actually coming in again from the UK Times. The UK Times just said something very interesting here. And they say Bola Tinubu, a wealthy, kleptocratic godfather of politics, who campaigned on the slogan, "It is my turn," has been declared the winner of the Nigerian disputed presidential election. The result means Africa's most populous country and largest economy has replaced Muhammadu Buhari, an ailing northern Muslim with a reputation for financial priority, with an ailing southern Muslim with a reputation for lavish spending and corruption. For lavish spending and corruption. And that's exactly what is going to happen in this country. See, we don't pray for what is coming. And that's why all of us as obedient family, we are waiting patiently that we should get our mandate back. It is very important for us to get our mandate back. And it's very important for us to get our mandate back and ensure that, yes, this country is safe. And this country is only safe with somebody who can communicate with the youth, and that's Mr. Peter Obi. Now, only Obi fit communicate with Nigerians the way they go hear. Shey, he said after the election, protest did not already start for Abuja. Papa came outside and was like, no need to shout and do all that. Because at the end of the day, they will hijack whatsoever peaceful protest we put together, they will hijack it, send the same thugs to disorganize the same protest, and still placed it on the obedient youth. They go still tell you, say, na obedient youth, na them go destroy properties, destroy government properties, destroy other government facilities. So what's the essence? Why not stay put? Let's go to court. Since they say we should go to court if we don't like the process, let's go to court and defend, get back our mandate successfully. People should continue to be encouraged to vote, because it is the fact. We came out massively is why the rigging was obvious. People should not be discouraged. Thank you, MD. I keep saying it here. A lot of people are discouraged. A lot of people are discouraged. You hear people lamenting that if not because they still need to use their PVC for bank stuff, else they would just break and throw away. But you forgot that that's your identity as a true Democrat. That is the only power we have as Nigerians. That's the only power we have. They might have money, they might have every other thing, but your voter's card remains your power. And that's why all of us, we keep saying that don't give up, don't lose hope, stay put, hold your PVC very strong, and come March 11, go outside. Labour Party from top to bottom. That is the only way we can prove to, because I believe 100% now that since they've succeeded in rigging the presidential election, the pressure on rigging the governorship election will not be much, because they know people will stay on ground and ensure that their votes count for the candidate of their choice. And I used to call them Ashawo politicians. Majority of these Ashawo politicians and Ashawo celebrities, they don't report to. Majority of these are celebrities. Majority of them will be they shout Obi up till 24th of February. Majority of them don't report. Some don't, they tell you say na APC candidate be the way forward. Some they tell you say na PDP candidate be the way forward. Abeg una, make una no dey distracted. We should not be distracted by all these things. These guys have the connect to meet these governors, to meet these so-called politicians they are campaigning for. You and I know they follow them, go inside. We don't know how much they don't collect. Go outside there, vote for people who are on the team of competence, who have a credible record that you can trace. No go vote for people because one of your favorite celebrity, they persuade you or they give hope, say that person now be the best candidate. We should continue to keep it one as a united, obedient family, which I believe that's what we are here. Because honestly, they never saw this coming. They never saw it coming. Until today, till this very moment that you and I are talking now, they are still very shocked that Nigerians would, the youth would have a one voice. Now, this is the funny thing we fail to not to get in this country, and I know a lot of you are aware of this, but I just want to place it as, bring it up as a reminder. Check Nigerians. When it comes to marriage, when it comes to love, we don't know whether an Hausa, Igbo, or Yoruba. We marry any tribe, be it Hausa, be it Igbo, be it Yoruba. We marry ourselves. We do everything together as a group of people, a country. We see ourselves as one. But when it comes to politics, these people will start inserting that virus of tribalism inside of us, tell you this one is Yoruba, this one is Hausa, vote Yoruba, don't vote Hausa, vote Igbo. But when we go outside Nigeria, we see ourselves as one. We do things together. Even here in Nigeria, we listen to same music, one music. When we dey listen to music, Starboy FC, Davido FC, Burna Boy FC, name all the FC wey we get for entertainment industry. We no know whether na Hausa, na Igbo, or na Yoruba. These guys give us a good sound, we listen to it. We use one voice, celebrate them. Why not use that same one voice, pick a candidate that we trust, a candidate that listens to us, which we have done now. That's the way we've come together. And this is more of like, and now why did they pain them? And they discover, say, this chain of tribalism, we dey break am gradually, they break out of that chain of tribalism, which is wetin dem dey always try to bring into us. And honestly, we'll continue to break out of that particular chain and yes, move forward. So let's continue, guys. Man, no go the give advice, forget say election matter we dey talk here. So it's actually beautiful to see that Mr. P2B is very strong and healthy and is still standing on that mandate that was stolen and is ready to get back the mandate for the youth. This time around, it's not just for him alone, it's for all of us. Because now me and you, now all of us, our votes, then thief, take give person where we don't know. So now all of us problem. Although he's our leader, and yes, he will be there. Okay, in London and Lagos yesterday, the people were asking for their stolen mandate. Believe me when I say it is a matter of time, because after darkness come light. Now, this is another one. This is actually in Lagos, Nigeria. There was a massive protest going on there yesterday. The protest was peaceful and calm, but it was more of like not an organized protest, just a group of people expressing how their mandates were stolen, how their votes were stolen. And also in London as well. In London as well. For the past how many days down, it's been protest over there. Even though Mr. Peter Obi has said Nigerians should stay calm, there should not be any protest. They've not been able to hold down themselves. People have been seriously expressing their annoyance and in groups, just showing how they lost. A lot of us were online till I was online till 4 a.m. of the following morning on the 25th. So it's painful to see that after all of those stress, going through all of those stress, then your vote did not count. Okay, I think getting to hear this one now. Another headline coming in: PDP and Labour Party head to court. Well, I don't think PDP and Labour Party are going to team up. I don't know. I don't know if, for any of you who have an idea, if the two parties can actually go to court together, please indicate in the comment below. Let's know. Is it possible that two parties can take INEC to court at the same time? I want to learn from you guys too. I don't know. So if it's possible, please indicate that. I believe a lot watching from Toronto. Thank you, Louis, all the way from Toronto. Please indicate that in the comment section. If Labour Party and PDP can actually go to court at the same time, if the two parties can take INEC to court at the same time and be attended to, although it is still on the same issue, it is still the same issue: election rigging and vote manipulation. I don't know if most of you have checked the INEC portal lately. You still see that even with them saying they were going to correct some of the results, there's still been a lot of errors on the results, both the new result that they are uploading there. Still so many errors there. And it's not more funny again because Nigerians are ready, and yeah, everybody wants their country back. We want our country back. We want to take back our country. We are not giving it out to any politician. Nobody will take that country from us. It's ours. Nigeria is ours, and it will remain ours. It will remain ours. So it is something that we should continue to work very hard. So guys, I'm still trying to bring more updates for us here while we round up. We'll continue to give you guys updates until court grants Labour Party order compelling INEC to transmit results electronically from polling units in governorship and House of Assembly election. Court grants Labour Party order results compiling results to transmit compelling INEC to transmit results electronically from polling units in governorship and House of Assembly election. Good evening, Patience, all the way from Spain. Thank you for joining us, Mrs. Patience. Thank you all the way from Spain. Thank you very much for the good work you are doing for Nigerian people. This is the time for the Nigerian youth to take their country back. It's now. Yes. Yes, so it is our time. We are not giving up hope. Let me read this one for you guys. A High Court sitting in Lagos has granted leave to Labour Party and 41 others to apply for judicial review and mandate orders compelling the INEC, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to directly and electronically upload results from the polling units in the state to the INEC result viewing portal IREV for the governorship and House of Assembly election. Labour Party and the other applicants in the case, including its Lagos governorship candidate Gbadebo Rod Divo, had approached the court via a motion ex parte to compel INEC to comply with the clause 37 and 38 of the regulation and guidelines for the conduct of election 2022 on electronic transmission of results and section 27 of the Electoral Act on distribution of election materials. They sought declaration preventing INEC from engaging persons who are partisans from distributing election material, as well as an order compelling the electoral body to adhere to the guidelines on the conduct of election. Justice Peter Lifu, who presided over the case, also restrained INEC from engaging the services of individuals or companies who are members of any political party in the distribution of electoral materials. Lifu said that leave is hereby granted to the applicant to apply for an order of Mamadus compelling the defendant and its agents and their privaries or any person acting under their direction to comply with and enforce the provision of clause 38 of the regulation and guidelines for the conduct of election 2022. For the conduct of the governorship and House of Assembly election in Lagos State on 11 March 2023, to witness mandating the presiding officer of all polling units to electronically transmit or transfer the result of the polling unit direct to the collection system and use the bimodal voter accreditation system (BVAS) to upload a scanned copy of the EC8A to INEC results during quota IREV immediately after the completion of all the polling unit voting and result procedures. A declaration that the defendant and all its agents and or their privates or any persons acting under their direction are bound to comply with. Well, actually, I think this will help. I really hope if Mr. P2B had applied this long before now, although we know that INEC promised that the election was going to be free and fair. And a lot of Nigerians had good intention. A lot of Nigerians believed on that particular statement made by INEC. We all hope that yes, it was going to be free and fair. There was not going to be any issue, any complaint whatsoever. And that is the more reason why I think Lagos State and other people are trying to really avoid and just make sure that such thing doesn't repeat itself again. And yes, come March 11, there will be free, fair, and credible election in Nigeria. And it will be Labour Party from up to down. Labour Party from top to down. Labour Party from top to down. The youth shouldn't give up now. They should go out and vote on the 11th of March to kick out the bad eggs in our politics. If they don't do it now, they will be giving the ruling party the upper hand. Exactly. It is only when we have a lot of people in the Senate presenting, a lot of obedience in the Senate, a lot of obedience in the House of Rep, a lot of obedience in the State House of Assembly, a lot of obedience a lot of obedience as governors. That's the only way this mandate can be got. We can get this mandate back. And I believe saying that waiting most of these bodies are really filing for, because if we can secure it 100%, state level, federal level, it's really going to be helpful. P2B and Labour Party has taken legal steps to challenge the presidential election. They have filed a motion seeking the permission to inspect materials, also obtain certified copies of documents in the custody of INEC. I really like this one. This one, it too sweet me. Let me read the full highlight out here. Mr. P2B and Labour Party filed a motion seeking permission to the inspect materials and obtain certified copies of documents in INEC custody. According to a document shared by lawyer Benhe Effiong, the motion was filed on Thursday, March 2nd, before the Presidential Election Petition Court, Abuja. Recall that in his word press conference on Thursday, March 2nd, the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. P2B, said he and his running mate, Dati Baba Ahmed, won the February 25th general election and will be heading to the court to retrieve their mandate. Yes, so they did not recall. We won. Although this is actually a writer, so I really don't blame her. They did not recall. They won. We won the election. Hi, Larry, all the way from Switzerland. Thank you for watching. Mr. Larry, all the way from Switzerland. We won. It is not anything recalling. It is pure winning. Meanwhile, while we are talking about, we already know that PDP are already 6 states from the PDP are already dragging INEC to court already. I think 6 states of the federation have dragged the federal government before the Supreme Court over the conduct, collection, and announcement of the February 23 presidential election and National Assembly election. I think this one is no more new news again, because most of you already know that Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Delta, Edo, Sokoto are asking the Supreme Court to declare that the pronouncement of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the candidate of the All Progressive Congress, as the winner of the February 25th presidential election should be nil. This has been going on for over 1 week now. They've been dragging this back to back, and honestly, the result will come out soon. A positive result should come out very soon. And we hope, we hope for the best. Like I said here, I'm still going to repeat that. Those of you who are in Nigeria and are watching us now, please don't lose hope. We can only win this, take our mandate back, if you go out on the 11th and assist, vote, cast your vote to help others, the governors, go into power. And like we are all saying, it is Labour Party from top to bottom. So please, don't forget. You can just go out there, vote Labour Party. For State House of Assembly, vote Labour Party. Governorship candidate, vote Labour Party. It is time for the youth. We are tired. Nigeria is greatly rich. This is not the kind of suffering we are supposed to be going through in this country. As a country that a lot of other African countries are looking up to, we don't be past this plenty things where they go through for us. So I'll be running the video up here. I hope to see you guys on my next live video. And as well, I'll be dropping a video of Peter Amba, the PDP gubernatorial candidate that was chased out of church today by the obedient youth. I'll be dropping that video any moment from now, but just be rest assured we're going to get that video tonight. So thank you for joining, wherever you're watching from. I love you guys, and I always want to see you guys here anytime I come on this live video. Keep up the good work by spreading the truth, watching from the USA. Peach State. Thank you, Peach State. Thank you for joining this live. See you guys on the next one.